What's up, world? Welcome back to Carter's Way. I'm in Manhattan right now. I was riding my bike, and I saw this fence around the garden, and I thought to myself, you know, you could make something out of nothing. Sometimes in our lives, we look at the negatives, and we don't look around and see what resources we do have. We may not have the tools that we want. We may not have the resources that we want, but we still have tools and we still have resources all around us. I want you to think to yourself, right? This is for example. Let's say I wanted a fence in general. My goal is to have a fence covering the garden. Now, in my mind, I wanted a metal fence, painted nice, maybe some patterns in it to go around the garden. But let's say I don't have the money for that fence. It doesn't mean that I can't have a fence. I just have to work with what I have and the resources I do have, the money I do have. Now, I could have said to myself, I don't have the resources for my metal fence. I don't have the money for my metal fence. And I could have just not have had a fence in general. Or I could use the resources around me, the money that I do have, and still make something out of nothing. Now, I could have gave up on my goal and having a fence in general. It may not be the fence that I want, but I still made a fence. And this is a perfect example of making something out of nothing. Because it's the way you think. One day I'm gonna have a metal fence, but right now I could be happy with what I have right now. I built something out of nothing and I could be happy about it. The tree, the wood is free. So I could have used an excuse and been like, well, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have the resources to make my fence. Or I could open up my mind and say, you know what, I can have a fence. How can I make this, how can I still have a fence? Use the resources that you do have. You use the resources around you. I didn't make this, but let's say I did. I took some tree bark, I cut it up, and I still made a fence. And that's building something out of nothing. Sometimes we're just not thinking, our mind is not open. Because for example, let's say you see sticks on the floor, you would automatically think, I really can't do nothing with that. Sticks are really nothing, it's just sticks, they're on the floor. But if you open your mind, and now that you actually see that you can make something out of the sticks, you're probably not thinking so much that sticks are just nothing. You actually could build something with these sticks. You might want to get to your next level in life, but you may not have the resources or the help to get you to your next level, but you have to open up your mind and see what you can use that you have right now. Use what you have now. You can still achieve your goal. You just have to compromise and open up your mind and see how you can use the things around you to get you to your next level, to get you what you want. Like I said, something out of nothing. And it does the job too. I want you to think to yourself that you may feel like you just don't have the resources to be successful. You don't have the resources to get to your next goal. But that's because you don't have an open mind. You need to open your mind and use what you have now to make you successful, to make you achieve your goal. Do whatever it takes. Use whatever is around you. Compromise. Start looking at things different. Say, well, I wanted to open up a business, but I don't have that big storefront. It's okay. Start small. Use something that you do have. Whether it's your basement. You wanted to make a bakery, and you had this in your brain that, I wanted this huge store and I want to put my cakes, my cookies in there and all that. But you may not have that big store right now. So what you can do is make the best of what you got and still make it happen. Sell it out of your house, deliver it, put it on Instagram. Instagram is free. Get your product out like that. And then once you get your product out and you start making money from the resources that you do have, then you might even make enough money to build that big bakery you was thinking about. People will stop baking and stop using and give up on their dream. You may not have what you want now, but you can make the best of what you have to get to where you want to be. Like I said, make something out of nothing. The goal was to make a fence over here. Let's say they didn't have money to make the fence. So you know what they did? They chopped down sticks, nailed it together, and still made a fence, making something out of nothing. For the other example, you wanted a big bakery. Your dream was to have a bakery, sell your cakes, sell your cookies, but you don't have the big bakery. But you know what you can do? You can sell it out of your house. You can deliver your cookies and cakes for now, so you could build up that money and then maybe open up your own bakery that you always wanted. But if you think that there's only one way to do something, you're not gonna accomplish anything. You're not gonna use the resources that you do have. So use what you have now. Make the best of what you have now to get you to where you want to be. Use the things that you have now to achieve what you want to do or what you want to build for yourself. Make something out of nothing. Alright? That's all I got for today. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow with another healthy one or with another lesson. Well, we'll see, alright? So you got to stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, and you'll see what I got next, alright? See you later. Shout out to the Bean team.